Welcome back, guys. This is Acid Root. So as you can see right there, there's 2 secret cups and then a special 9th secret cup. So we're going to talk about those. So basically, the Runner, Sprinter, and Hunter cups is what those next 3 ones are. And the problem with getting them is you have to win gold and silver medals. So I'm not going to attempt to do silver because last time I basically wound up not even getting first once. So I did a little bit better in the bronze cup, but I still have to say that I think in order to get the bronze trophy, I'm thinking you have to win in every single one. I don't think it's just like a roundabout like in most racing games where if you win the majority, you get it. I think you have to win every single thing. And one of the things that's kind of tricky about this is just the stunt ones where you have to get like a certain high score, kind of, you know, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater type stuff. I mean, it's pretty dope that this game was able to come up with something like that before Tony Hawk, but still, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, really, you have to know the controls of this game to really get the proper tricks kind of going, because it's not, I mean, I know the twist and then the flip ones, but there's, you know, obviously with the rest of the buttons on the Super Nintendo, there's other ones that you can do. In some cases, you can do like complete, like, different flips and like 3-dimensional flips, not just a somersault type thing, which you can go in different directions, and I think that gets a lot more points. So just pay attention. I'm going to start, I might practice this game a bit more on the side and see if I can actually muster enough to be able to do it, but at least I actually won a few of these, so I know that bronze isn't that terrible. But yeah, this stuff like the Hunter Cup and the Sprinter Cup, I just would have to say, I mean, really, you do have to know what you're doing quite a bit in this game to be able to, I mean, it's interesting, but I would like to, you know, I almost wonder, I mean, it was an original idea, but, you know, the thing with this sort of game is it's pretty straightforward. I mean, that's the concept, is it's just kind of, it's almost plain in a sense, is because there's really not much to do, and it's mostly just a random spur of the moment, probably just like boiler room developed video game where it's just like, let's make a video game about unicycles. And I said, okay, you know, we just need $30,000 in a development team. And it's not like that's a problem. I mean, it's a clever game, but you have to, I mean, so, but yeah, I've talked, you know, I talked before about how this was kind of a one-shot, and you know the reason why, but I'm kind of more of like, you know, trying to figure out what else to really, I think this game would have worked out pretty well in the Nintendo 64. I think that could have really been something, because it would have been in 3D. I mean, I definitely would have thought, or at least the PlayStation 1, maybe this would have been a game that would have went to the PlayStation 1 or something. It would have been interesting to have kind of seen that. I think they could have definitely put more. Something that I wish would have been in this game would have just been more racers, because it's kind of straightforward, like I said, when it's either, if you don't win, you lose. And there's I don't think this game is too airtight to really suppose that there could be a draw. So, and I think, you know, basically you have to say that there should have been like more racers, but I think they really wanted to augment the idea that you have to win the game. So, but it would have been interesting for there to at least have been 4 racers to where you could get a prize, at least if you get second, because this game is just too tough. I mean, that's the thing about it is, you know, there should be a reward system, maybe not the anti-uni as far as talking about getting into that, but, you know, certain things like, you know, beating 3 out of 4, or beating 2 out of 3 of the racers that you race. You know, if you get like 2nd place instead of 4th place, you could at least see the majority of the secrets in the game. You know, I mean, obviously this series is mostly dead and gone, but just, you know, would have been something I would have suggested back in the 90s to have done. And even like some cutscenes and stuff. I mean, it seems kind of goofy for the unicycles to have like voices and plots and like, you know, goals and that type of stuff, but it's random in the first place. That's kind of what you have with it. But so I actually don't own the instruction booklet of this game, so I really don't know if there was an actual story or something like that, some unicycle land or something like that, you know. But So I think in like the straightforward races, I mean, in some cases you want to do tricks, but only if you're ahead enough to really be able to make a difference in it. Because like the flip things, they will actually give you speed, but you don't want to do them on like a hill where you're gonna crash into the incline. So this is kind of, you know. But the computer seems to know when to do the tricks, because they will do them also when they get too far behind. But that's kind of like when I was playing the Silver Cup, I noticed that they knew exactly when to use those tricks. So it's just kind of, but yeah. So yeah, basic, but we've got one more race, and then basically, what I noticed though is just me trying to, of course, talk about like, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, I don't remember, but this is a short race. You just have to be able to, you have to, be able to understand the course enough to come ahead, because there's 7 laps and that type of stuff. So nice and neat. Yeah, I think this game would have worked out really well for the PlayStation 1. And, I think obviously it's probably something that could have happened, but could have had some cutscenes, that type of stuff, good music, for what it is. That type of stuff, just dependent upon what necessarily kind of happens. But I mean, even if it would have been like musicians, like you think of someone that I mean, maybe they could have gotten like some people like Hadaway and some of those type people that did like Europop back in those days. But yeah, so alright, basically, stay tuned for the next cup, but like I said, there's no way I'm going to do the last 3, because you have to win the bronze. I didn't even win bronze. So, alright, subscribe for more fun. Thanks for watching. See you next time.